Welcome to the Roman fort of Banna, or Birdoswald as it's known today, and I'm standing against the very mossy east wall of the Roman fort. And at this point there was a minor east gate. We have a main one further down to the north, and this was a minor one. Originally the fort was built in the style similar to Chester's further down the wall, which split the fort in two, so there were three north gates and three behind. Then the wall was built in stone, and this configuration was changed to all the gates bar the north gate being south of the wall. And at this point here, there's signs of extreme rebuilding. The wall has collapsed again. You can see it's toppled over. These stones here are all reused from the bridge to the east of us at Willowford, where a magnificent remains of the bridge abutment still stands on the eastern side. If I walk down here, you can see these stones from a substantial structure. You can see the holes where the stones were lifted. That's a Lewis hole just here, so a scissor-like attachment would have gone in and then opened up, so they could then lift the stone up under pressure. We have clamp holes as well. These are how the bridge stones were clamped together, and if you look here, you can still see the original lead. That's Roman lead still in the hole from how the bridge was clamped together. The rebuilding of the wall using bridge stones seems to have occurred in the 3rd century. The new section of wall didn't seem to include a walkway. However, the excavators found a line of white limestone which would have been a decoration for along the top of the wall. It also looks like the wall came down in a catastrophic collapse all in one go. Moving along the east wall, we finally come to the main east gate, and it's through here the Roman military way would have run from the AD 160s onwards. The gate had 2 portals and an upper story which would have been roofed with red tile. You could also see the lower entranceway into the guard tower. The Roman fort gates didn't have hinges, but instead pivoted at the top and bottom. You can see the pivot holes in the north and south portal of the gateway. Both portals would have had archways over the top. Only one single archstone survives, still perched on the top of its plinth. From an inscription dated to 219 AD, the cohort of Dacians who were stationed here at the time rebuilt the gateway. However, in the early 3rd century, the north portal was surplus to requirement and was blocked up. You can still see the remains of some of that blocking in the top right hand of the shot. From here, a traveller from the fort would have left the east gate and travelled through the vicus area or settlement which stood outside the fort. A recently completed excavation has uncovered the remains of the substantial bathhouse which stood outside. You can still see the walls stand incredibly high, and the red is from burning from the furnaces that heated the bathhouse. Large parts within the fort still remain to be excavated. This area here marks the site of the Praetorium, or the commanding officer's house, and as we swing round we end up at the headquarters building. You can still see mounds where the rubble still lies beneath the soil. We know from an earlier excavation and scans that the walls of this building stand to a great height. It's highly unlikely an excavation would take place here, but if it did, it's definitely on my wish list. Thanks for reaching this far. Please like and subscribe to help me create more content, and thanks for watching.